when I went to Japan and watched the volcano. I love the natural side there, but also the local side, the traditional one, also impressed me.
So, I always wondering, so you meet a lot of Japanese and foreigners. I know many people in the future, you are going to have a lot of experience. But somehow, how do you introduce where you're from and how do you introduce, the hometown of the place that you come from?
Actually, I come from, anyone knows? I'm not Lukang or Zhanghua people. I was born in Tainan. So everyone will, when it comes to Tainan, they will hang out with like night markets and some temples. Yes, and also Lukang is a local and traditional place like Tainan.
Okay, do you know how Lukang has the name of Lukang?
Let me think about it. I know that it's a word deer. So maybe there were some deers in Lukang in the past. And the other word means harbor. Yeah, harbor, maybe near the sea. And so some people may do trade and will buy and will sell deer skin like this.
Yeah. So Lukang we also called harbors, another word, port, P-O-R-T. So it used to be the harbor that trade deer skin in the past. So how it got the names? And when we talk about Japan, like you visit Japan many times, we all like its food and their cultures. But when people ask you where are you from, so what is your hometown so special? How do you introduce the food or the cultures in Lukang?
I have tried the noodle soup, and I think it's so special. Sometimes I will see some youngsters, some young people will cut a hole under at the bottom of a bag, and you will drink noodle soup. We will call it, I think, 面刷狗.
But I always wondering, and I'm really curious about it, and now I'm going to ask all of you, even if you are from Lukang or not, do you really, when you eat 面线糊, 米蒜锅, 面线糊, do you really eat it? I mean, to cut at the hole at the bottom of the bag, then drink it. If you eat 面线糊 this way, please raise your hand. Really, so mostly it's from a 7th grader. So sometimes I think, when we talk about tradition, when we talk about the popular ways, it's not really so popular. So sometimes when you visit other countries, when they talk about the local food, sometimes I would like to say, it will only refer to some people's experience. It's not everyone.
Yeah, so for me, I will want to look elegant, so I will not drink it. We will eat it and pass it. Yeah.
I always think it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, just
I wouldn't try it that way. But I mean, it's up to everyone. If you think it's very special, very interesting to test it that way, okay, you can try it. But we cannot say every local they try 面线糊 this way, okay? Then another time, when you talk about the food, I would like to say, I love taro meat. I don't know if any one of you know what is taro meat. Taro.
what? You say taro?
Yes, taro. But first of all, I want to ask everyone, do you know what is the taro meatball?
Do you know the taro? It looks purple, and you're stick it in soup.
And some people they would like to make I would say ground or make it like a sticky pasta and to put it in ice.
Taro ice cream
Yes, like that.
or chef ice.
T-A-R-O, taro.
No one knows. You must in the you must not
芋头，有时候把芋头变得狗狗状。 各种叫 past， 就像那个我们在讲那个胶水一样，然后变成这样。对啊，这里就叫芋圆呐、我很喜欢吃芋圆。Any one of you do you like carrot meatball? Raise your hand.
If you love carrot meatball or carrot, raise your hand. Deep breath.
I love it.
Wow. He say 芋头万岁.
对不对？
But for me, I think the smell and the taste, it made me feel gross out. Yeah.
So I mean, some food for some people it's like heaven, but so for some people it's like hell. So it's really different. It's really different. But others besides, I know a lot of local foods, street foods, they are very famous. But when we talk about Lukang, are there only many kinds of food that we can introduce? Are there any special thing that we can introduce?
Mostly people love the wheat flavor.
Mì Đế, you call it Mì Đế, right? Mì Đế. In Taiwanese, in Taiwanese we call it Mì Đế, okay?
Yeah, and we will put the powder. It's a wheat. It's made by wheat, and we'll make the wheat powder, put it in the hot water, and then you can drink it or even eat it. So it's different from miso.
Mì Đế is made of, so wheat flour. You say, oh, teachers, you mean flour? Like this flour? Oh, silly you. It's not the word flour. It's F-L-O-U-R. It's not F-L-O-W-E-R. The same words, it sounds very similar sound, but different words. Flour, 花，另外一个 flour， 它的意思是面粉。Wheat flour 小麦磨的面粉 is made, so 米的 is made of the wheat flour, and it also have a lot of flavor.
Yeah, like milk, and we also will make it become ice cream and chef ice or pudding. So different way you can test it.
Hot or ice. So I also want to ask all of you, if you like 米的 in hot way, please raise your hand. 喜欢热热的米德的，请举手。If you like it in cold way, chef ice， 像搓冰的，请举手。
They have good condition to eat it.
Okay, please. I've never tried the icy way of 米德。I think it's also for me a little bit weird, but it's okay. So besides food, what else can we introduce our hometown Lukang?
Maybe I will come up with the temples. It's like the shrine in Japan. Yes, in Lukang there are many temples with craft. Some master will make their masterpiece in temple, like the animal carving and the spider sailing in the temple.
Yes, I know. Why there are so many temples in Lukang? Why? Temple means a lot of God, right? So God means they protect you in spirit to make you have peace of mind. So it's also reflect that our immigrants, they are from mainland China. So they come here to make a living. But at first, they are struggling. So they hope that God can protect them. That's why the reason we have so many temples.
Yeah, we will refer to our first question. You say Lukang is port or is a harbor,
yeah.
Test, yeah. So many different countries, people come here from by sailing.
Yeah. And I know the most famous temples here, we have several. One is Tianhegong, the other is Longshan Temple. And the artworks or the carving structures is also, I will say, masterpieces. It means very special and very excellent hard work and woodworks. So if you visit Lukang, what will you do? To recommend the foreigner to do the DIY.
Maybe I will lead them to to make mold. You will use some metal to put it in some shape, and then you can make the dessert in a cute way, like the funniest eye cake.
Okay, so we can make some food mold. 那个叫做 on 基就是模 ，wood mold 就是木的那个雕刻的模状。So they can also make some cake. I mean, pastry, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's very famous that we can help our foreigners to do some lanterns. I mean, the lantern or fan. DIYs, they can do it by ourselves. A lot of foreigners, next time if you want to introduce the foreigners to visit Lukang, the must thing to do is to ask them to help them to do the local lantern or fan making. They will love it, really, because it shows the Asian style. They love Asian style, Taiwanese style. And but if the foreigner generals, they want to visit Lukang or Changhua, I mean, how would you tell them where to go, where to stay, what to visit? I mean, to do this.
The first question I will ask them, do you want to live in the old times house, 三合院, or want to live in a modern hotel? Yeah, there are so different ways in Changhua, because Changhua is a city, but also a traditional cultural class.
Yes, I mean, Lukang is at home, I mean, with a lot of history. So we also have a lot of pastimes, old-time house. For some foreigners, they would like to experience, to stay in old-time house. But for others, they like to visit, but they would like to stay in a modern hotel. So it's just up to your option. It's just up to your taste of accommodations. So in general, when we talk about Lukang, we have so many things to say. We can say, we can explain, and we can introduce our food, our artworks, and we also can recommend how they to visit Lukang to have a good time. But for all of our students, when they grow up, or even in the futures, they have the experience to introduce the foreigner to visit their hometown. How do they introduce the hometowns of their own?
You don't have to worry this thing, because we give all our students in Lukang a book. Do you remember the name of the book? It looks like a red book, liquor book, and you can read it before going to bed. No one else remember it? Yeah, it is the case of Lukang. So every information we told in morning assembly, you can read it in this book. Remember to make good use of this book to share the information, the plastic food, anything in Lukang with your friends, foreigner or the tourists.
So I mean, at this moment, at the first, some people might think that you might go into rent, but actually it's because the waiter is so unpredictable. So I just say we need to help ourselves to learn how to adapt all the waiters. Just like at first, we might have a little bit raining right now, but now it's stopped. But later on, it might going on. So what about it? It means we always move on our life. That's all.